we go to the cinema and things related, maybe both at the same time. I'm a product designer for almost 12 years, I guess. And I'm here just to try to improve my English.
Thank you, Jean. Guys, I put the live on YouTube, so hello, persons from YouTube. I'm here with Juliana, Milena, Ricardo, and Jean. Juliana and Jean already presented, okay? So we continue with the presentation, and then we start with the questions about true crime, okay? So, Milena, can you present yourself, please?
Hello, good morning. I am Elaine. I am 34 years old. I live in Campinas. I am a teacher, physics teacher. I live with my boyfriend. We don't have kids. We don't have pets. I like to read. I like to watch. I like to cooking. I hope to improve my English too. I really like this platform. I used to do the immersions the last year, but I stopped it and I come back maybe 2 weeks ago. I don't. And I really enjoy these immersions.
That's awesome. I hope you like my immersion too. Thank you, Milene. And Ricardo, how about you?
Well, I believe that it's necessary to create a intelligence artificial to open my mic because I don't know what happened. All the times I forgot to turn on. Uh, well, I'm Ricardo, I live at São Vicente, is the first city of Brazil. And I'm married, I have a daughter, I have two little cats, and I love watching movies, hang out with my friends, family, barbecues. That's any opportunity to eat and talk, I very appreciate.
Me either.
Yeah,
It's the best thing.
yeah.
Eat. Okay, thank you, Ricardo. And guys, we start with the conversation. I first of all, I want to know, I know some faces, okay? But there is someone's new here. It's the first time in my immersion or in Talk and Talk. Because I guess I know Juliana. I remember you for other immersions. Ricardo is always here. But Jean too. But Milene, is your first time with me?
Yes, my
Yes.
first time with you.
I know it's not your first time on Talk and Talk, but you know what is what is works here. But I introduced it after before the immersion, the live on YouTube. So all knows how it is happen, okay? So guys, we start with the first question, okay? The first question is about true crime, as I said. So, can you recall the first true crime case that left a lasting impression on you? Like the first true crime you see it on TV, on YouTube, or other platform like that. Do you remind that? Milene, can you start?
Yes, but I can't remember. Uh, I think it was Suzanne von Richthofen because I remember in school we was discussing about the crime for many weeks because it was they I don't know how can I say during a long time to find what happened. So I remember this in a school, me and my friends talking about this crime. But I think it was this case.
Yeah, I remember I was kid when happens the Richthofen case, but I remember about Nardoni. I was like almost the same age of Nardoni, Isabella Nardoni. And then my mom comes to home and said, take out of the windows. And I feel like, what is happened? Because I don't understand. I was a kid. So I remember this happens. And I remember we go to school, me and my friends, and all the teachers and the professors goes to windows and put I forgot the name, but it's a protection, kid protection, and have all the persons put that on the window. And I was a kid, I like 7 years old, and I feel like, what has happened? So then now I understand what has happened, but it was so difficult at the time. My mom feel freezing, and the teachers too. So was terrible. I think it's the first I remember at my life. Now have a lot, but the Nardoni is a mark in Brazilian true crime, I guess. And Jean, how about you?
Well, I think I just remember the two topics that you guys mentioned before. Is I don't watch it open television, at least for the last, I don't know, 10 years, I guess. Yeah, I just watch HBO, Netflix, just streaming. Just streaming sucks. And when I saw, I don't know, on the internet or something, I just don't read because I don't know. I think it's not think I would like to remember or to get more information about it. Um, in this case, in these two cases that you said before, I just remember vaguely about the name of the people. I don't even know if I remember what really happened, but it's good for me. I keep this way. I don't remember. I don't know. Maybe in the future or later I can remember another one, but right now I just remember this two you as you guys mentioned before. Suzanne, interesting case, Suzanne. I saw on the internet later this year that she was she was doing she was in university, right? Doing uh, I don't know
The
how to say
law
direito, law,
university.
law school. Yes,
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Opinions.
Yes,
It's difficult, right? Because you
yeah,
see a person who do that, and I guess Richthofen is a case who is so famous in Brazil. I remember like past all years, every year have a news about Richthofen get out of the prison in Mother's
yeah,
Day. And all the
mm,
person said, how?
yes,
Like it's like and Richthofen, like have fan clubs.
mm,
You didn't know that, but have fan clubs on
Yeah.
internet. Richthofen
yes.
fans.
Yeah,
And
I
now
will.
she's free, and we are on live YouTube talking about it. And she's a lawyer almost right now.
Yeah,
So call your
That's so
lawyers, guys.
strange. That's
she's making uh I don't know how do you say in English, chinelos decorados, né?
okay.
And she was selling, and the people was requesting that it's possible for Susanna sign my chinelo, né? So it's a little weird, and to understand, well, what happened, why.
It's
Maybe the
difficult.
people want to receive money. I don't know. Ah, I have a chinelo that's signed by Suzanne. I don't know, but that's weird for me.
Yeah, this case is so deep. Like the criminal case is deep of Richthofen. But when I see Richthofen is a famous person.
Yeah.
This is so famous. Like the person take picture of Suzanne on university. I have opinions. This kind of thing, okay? But I don't put that here on a live on YouTube. But I guess is like a famous person, and the person do a crime. Pay for that. Okay, I understand, but the crime is exist, you know? In the imaginary of the person is always exist. So it's really confused. And Richthofen have a brother. And always the Richthofen, the Suzanne's brothers appear in the news, like the guy walk on the street and some person take a picture and it's a news, like, like the true crime in Brazil is like a fan base of a weird thing, in my opinion. It's so weird. So weird. Gosh. And Juliana, what do you think about it?
Precisa ser crime famoso ou assim, em geral, que impactou?
Oh, it's a true crime you remember.
Uh, I think about my cousin in my family. I was very young when she killed. It's very, very sad in my family. In fact, for me, today I remember this is very sad.
Juliana, I didn't understand the last words you said because your mic
Yeah.
is a little bit robotic. I think
Eu vou
confused.
tirar esse fone. Peraí.
Can you repeat?
Today,
Quero.
I remember this case. Its impact for me até hoje. It's very, very sad.
The Richthofen, you said?
No, in crime in my family, my cousin.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Mhm.
Oh, that's difficult, I imagine. But thank you, Juliana. And now the voice is amazing. Like now I understand very clear. Okay. So Ricardo, and about you?
Well, I hadn't already born, but I always listen to my mother tell about two crimes. One about the Bandido da Luz Vermelha, and is very famous in that time. And the another is creepy when I have to tell about it. Chico Picadinho. That's as incredible. Is sound a little devil. I don't know what happened.
I remember the Chico Picadinho have a news. I don't remember where because I'm not born in this time, but I remember when I searched for that. A guy do a news in a magazine, famous magazine, and the guy said the devil control my mind, and I feel like, gosh, what has happened? Like
Yeah.
always have this kind of thing. In Brazil, true crime, you can see a lot of that. Like it's not the first true crime I see this kind of phrase, and have some if you don't know, guys, I have some memes who is so famous and the guy is kill the mother. If you don't know, the meme is a guy who said for the interview, like, um I forgot I forgot the name, the guy of the guy, but it's so famous meme in Brazil. And the persons realized it like years and years before after, oh, the person is a serial killer. Like, like here in Brazil, the person serial killers and true crime is like a pop star. This for me is horrible. But gosh, how. But I remember these two cases, Ricardo. The first is
Yeah.
the, my mom tell me, because I'm not born at this time, but I'm like this kind of topic, so I'm search a little bit.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ricardo. We go to the question number 2. Do you think true crime documentaries accurately represent the complexity of criminal investigation and legal process? Jean, you muted.
I just need to hit the 3 times the mute button to unmute. I don't know why. I think they are trying to mock me or something. Right. I don't know exactly, but I think that when you are documenting something, most of the time this is for selling to people watch sometimes. I don't know, it's hard because I don't know much about how to document something like in this situation. I don't have access to this kind of document. At least when there's some leaking on the internet, and Eisen mentioned, I don't want to see this, these little parts. This is not my case, but I don't know because it's not an easy question to answer easy in Portuguese because there's some thoughts, there's some psychology stuff that it's impossible to write or film or document in a certain way because I don't know, it's a thing that happened in 1 second and just have. Of course, there's sometimes that it's a planning thing that's it's request sometimes it's orchestrated something, but I don't know. There is the document process is about the. It's not the best word, but I use the basic stuff because there's so much it's disappear, and we can percept, we can write, we can mention, we can label. I don't know, it's the basic for the people just understand this. Somebody will just read, the other person just listen and understand. I think it's a little bit than basic, to be fair, right? Because it's not easy to do this job, but I think that it's some missing pieces in the middle.
You said you didn't watch Open TV and you prefer to streamings. Like on the streamings, you see this kind of documentaries, you see like how do you feel about the popularity of this kind of documentaries about true crime?
Yes, I think there's people who likes to watch it. For me, it depends. I it's not. I'm more fan like not true crime, but a little bit about history or something. Like I don't know what's the name. Like
Like a
it's not about
mystery.
true. Yes, but it's not a true crime. I don't. I forgot the name of the series or the show that I watched. The most similar to this topic was Mindhunter, I guess, is on Netflix. This is the most
Okay.
close that I watched to this topic. Sorry.
I put in my
Um,
list.
I put in my list too, but I never watch it.
Yeah, I have just, I mean, more than 100, but it's on my list.
I think
I
it's
One
put on.
day,
was
one
about
day, I
a
don't
true
know.
crime, true. Yes.
Yeah, I prefer the documentaries. Be really honest, I prefer to read like books about it. I have a lot of
Oh
books
no.
about true crime, but I don't like the gore, the gore of the this kind of movie. Like Jigsaw, the movie Jigsaw, Jogos Mortais. I hate it. I hate
Uh,
this kind of
I
movie because
watched just the first one,
Yeah, the first one is
Me
good.
too.
It's
no,
only-
I watch it because I don't really know, so I didn't really know. But
Yeah,
sometimes it's a little boring for me and a little, I don't know. Well, it's hard to talk in English sometimes, but I just wanted to share my feeling, but I can't sometimes. But well, this kind of feeling is sometimes is. I confess, I sometimes I watch a lot of uh, series and the films about it, but sometimes I prefer try to avoid because it sound like a little strange, because it's well one situation is I just watch, another is I don't like, so but sometimes I prefer to avoid. But specifically this movie is just, I don't know, one move that's okay for me, but what happened 10, I don't know. I believe that they have more
I
than
guess
10, so
8.
that's weird, so
Yes.
particular this
Yes.
kind of, I love movies, but particular terror and this kind of movie I don't don't like. I just watch a lot of
Yeah.
when I was a kid and a teenager, but when I became an adult, I lost the interest.
Yeah, I have so much gore. Like it's a gore. And I don't like that.
What mean
Like
what's mean gore?
gore is like a lot of blood, this
Ah,
necessary
yeah.
violence,
Uh,
like it's a
how do you
violence.
spell, please?
Oh,
Gore?
gore.
Glor?
I
Yeah.
guess it's Goorra.
Oh,
Gore?
glor.
I guess it's that. Yeah, no, I guess it's
Oh, yeah.
gore.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess.
Exactly.
I guess really. I don't know, but I guess it's that.
Don't worry.
But like it's like Fast and Furious. Have a long
Yeah, yeah.
sequence, a
Sometimes.
lot of things, and the first of all is cars, and
uh,
next is FBI, and
Yeah, one of the problems when you talk
ah,
about the TV shows, series, I have problems because of that. For example, I
long sequence.
never understand, for example, Walking Dead is about zombies. It's not possible one this kind of series have 7 seasons. I don't know. Well, okay, one movie, that's okay. There is enough information. It's just a necessary one move. But 7 seasons, I don't know. But I
Yes.
never watched it. Maybe should be good because there are a lot of fans, but that's weird.
But I guess the
Yes.
fans who like is a fans who never see the series
Thanks,
over.
Mileni.
Yeah, like okay, Millennium put it here, but I think it's so difficult when I see a person who watched a series who had 24 seasons. I feel like, gosh,
Yeah.
you passed like 5 years or more watching that series. It's like ah, it's like a Satan of this series. But anyway, I don't like really I don't like this kind of gory. Because of that, I like to read more than watch it. And the documentaries is really good. But Juliana, what do you think about the question?
Hmm, I don't know. I think better than open TV documentary because there are more time for production the history, talk about the history. But I don't know. I don't remember the last documentary I watched.
But do you think this popularity of true crime investigations and documentaries, it's good or not?
I watched the a bus 173. I think it is ônibus 17, não, I think 171, ônibus 171, acho que é 173, I don't
It's
remember.
Brazilian.
Yeah,
Yeah. No,
About
Rio
the
de Janeiro.
subway. Ah, the subway who
the
is...
guy,
Yeah.
the police
Oh, yeah.
killed the
I know.
guy,
I guess it's 173. If I don't...
173, né?
I guess it's...
I think it's very interesting. I think completed the history, very interesting. And I can understand the history better than the last years on TV show it, apresentou. I think that the documentary is better on TV, of course, but I don't know the others documentaries.
I know Brazil made a lot of documentaries. And I know a short series who Bruno Galhaço do, a serial killer. The name is Dupla Identidade.
Yeah,
And it's amazing. It's
very
simply
famous.
amazing. It's very famous. And you see like Bruno Galhaço in the face of serial killer, you feel like, what? It's so deep and have an investigation, so it's really good. I don't have gore in this kind of series, so if you want to watch it, I guess it's in Global Play, global.com. I don't remember the
Globoplay.
name of the Global Play, the name of the streaming. But thank you, Juliana and Milene. How about you?
I think the documentary try to show what happened because it's important if you want to do a documentary about the crime. I think you need to show what happened. And I think they have audience for this. I think the genres about crime it's a famous, so when happens some crime, I think it's a good script, maybe roteiro, I don't for documentary or series. I never watched some documentary like this. But when the crime happened, I follow the news about the crime, but I think I don't want to see. I want to read, but I don't want to see I don't want to see someone representing Suzanne von Richthofen, for example. And a lot of people earn money with documentary. I think it's bad, this popularity for criminal, I don't know, o criminoso, o murder, I don't know. Recently, the last year in Brazil, we have some crimes on school, and they try to not show the murder because it's bad or popularity. I think it's the best way. You can talk about the crime, but not focus on the criminal.
I get it. I get it. Yeah, I guess like show what is happened. It's like in always appear because in the news happens something in 2 minutes appears in social medias, you open and you see it. It's like we don't know how to avoid that, you know? But I agree in parts with you. Like I guess if you have like you want to search about it, so go and watch it. But I guess now talking about Americans, now about the popularity of true crime in America, it's so high. So in a local who had a lot of guns and it's available to use Like I imagine if you are a teenager and you see a true crime and you follow someone who do a crime in the schools, for example, probably you do too. If you have the access of the things, like in United States, it's a problem. It's a real problem. So I imagine here in Brazil becomes a problem in these years. I have this feeling about the popularity of true crime. Like I always like to know what is happening. So I know and I follow. But about some popularities and put like a t-shirt of Ted Bundy, a t-shirt of Suzanne von Richthofen. Like, it's not understandable in my mind. You do that, the put the person like a pop star. I don't like that. I really don't like. But yeah, anyway, it's a new pop art, I guess. Guys, I skipped some questions, okay? Question number four. Four. Do you think the public's interest in true crime is driven by a fascination with criminal mind, the pursuit of justice, or both? Milene, you start.
Mm, I think the most interest is about the criminal mind. Maybe the justice, I think, is less important for the audience. It's important, but I think when you want to see a documentary, you want to know more about the criminal mind, to try to understand why this person did this. Um, so for me, in my case, I think I want to know about the criminal mind, how this mind works, why the person do this. Um, sometimes we try to understand why Suzanne killed her parents, why the Nardoni threw the daughter. So it's very weird for us. So if someone show how the mind works, we will understand the crime. I think the family want justice, but the audience, no, they want to know something else.
Yeah, as a person who had interesting, I had interesting in true crime, as I said, but I think the same. Like I want to understand why the person do that, and because of that, I buy books about it because I try to understand. Like the person pass a half of life really normal, like kind, and one day simply do something like kill someone, and this kind of thing. So I really feel like what is happening? Like have some substance in your brain and you feel like you have a burnout. What is happening? Like you have anxious and you want to do. You always have this kind of uh interested, like like I always think about it. It's my problem. I want to know the motivation of that because for me it don't make sense. You wake up someday and said, "Oh, okay, I will kill." It don't make sense in my mind. But it's not my mind. Because of that, I'm so curious about it.
I used to like to know more about crimes before, but 8 years ago I worked in Polícia Civil, It was a management area administrativa, but I could see all crimes. I had contact about the crimes, and there are a lot of things, bad things, and now I don't like anymore. I don't want know more about crimes because it's a lot of suffering to family. I know it the question, and I don't want know anymore. I think it's very bad when you share some pictures or some news for family. And now I have another opinion about crimes because I used to be very interesting about the crimes and now no more because this experience that I had.
That's so disrespectful, right? When the person take pictures of others in a death moment.
Yeah.
In this moment, the person dead, like don't have anyone in this body. I worked like a long time ago in a funerária. And in
Oh,
this funerária, I work near to EML. And I
yeah.
remember to see a lot of things. You feel like, what? And the person comes and said, I want to cry. Because it's really, really deep. And you see the person's cry. Because the family don't have like culpa, guilt. The family don't have guilt of that. So you faced someone who do a lot of things in front of you, and when you see it, all the family is behind of you crying. So it's really deep. Because of that, I don't work anymore with that. I don't want. It's
Yeah.
really, really deep, really deep. But it's a good experience, you know. It's a
Yes.
really good experience for my brain and my humanity, I guess.
I worked in Instituto de Criminalística, and he was the side of EML, and it was very bad, very tragedies, a lot of tragedies.
Yeah, I was the last step of this body, you know. So when I take this body, I see the family. So it was terrible. Some persons were I really remember of the persons because the mother didn't have guilt, you know, and you see a mother cry and you feel like, oh my gosh, it's so deep, so deep. Your psychology, my psychology at the time was terrible, really honest. Uh, Juliana, how about you about the question number 4?
Um, I think at the moment it's for justice, but I think the the TV show the case, um, because there are many cases the mother kill children's, uh, uh, filhos que matam, esqueci como é que é filhos, filhos que matam your parents. There are many cases, but depends on TV showing the cases. E, I think it's serial killer is very ficam muito famosos no Brasil, sim, no Brasil, no mundo, serial killer. You are serial killer, you will very famous.
It's a problem. It is a problem. Like the Bruno, the goleiro, Bruno, is not a serial killer, Bruno, but is a killer. So I remember the person take pictures with Bruno, and I feel like, what is happening? Like, gosh, it's so terrible, you know. Persons do pictures like do barbecue and invite Bruno. Like, what has happened? Like, it becomes a pop star, as I said. It's so unbelievable in my mind. And Jean, how about you?
Well, my opinion, it's a little complex about everything that involves question number four, maybe number two, three, or all this thing together. But I try to explain as my mind works.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, first of all, I think that, right, a baseline point. We receive a lot of things for the USA culture, right? The American culture. We consume, I don't know, food, uh, part of the culture, cars, toys, uh, electronic stuffs, everything, right? Um, and now I know that I don't know why they consume a lot of this kind of documentary. I don't know why. It's on podcast, it's on TV show, it's on series, and I just don't know why. They just watch and listen and read about it, right? And one part that's I think it's increased our popularity of this material in Brazil, it's related to the streaming, right? Because they just do something in English and put in our catalog with a subtitle or something, and we just watch. And I think one part is related to the disponibility. I guess it's the right word. You are watching a lot of things online on streaming, and they just put a nice cover. You are interested in what? I need something to watch, and just click and watch. I think one part is related to the viability of this material. We are a heavy consumer of streaming here in Brazil, and almost everything is from another country, like USA, for example. I think for now, I think one part is related to availability, right? And to the last part of the questions, for I don't know exactly. I just trying to understand why I watch it. It's for the criminal mind, how they work. It's for justice or something. I'm trying hard to get a motive to watch it. I don't know, but as you guys mentioned before, there's always there is a sad part for the family, because I don't know, the people was it was a tragedy, but everybody is on near to this situation. It's on a side effect in a certain way, because you have sometimes the last name of the same person. You never probably live life as you lived before. You had a mark or something. I don't know. And there is maybe a little tiny thing or side effects that if this kind of documentary, I mean more like video shows or series, not books, because not everybody read books. If we almost everybody read books, maybe we increase some other skills. That's a good way to try to. Maybe there's a little chance that this TV shows or series teach something to somebody who is trying to do some mad things. I guess it's like teaching them something, as
A
I can
manual.
saw. Yes, because it's easy to consume, because it's just play the button and watch. You don't need to read. I think read is more complicated and involve more consistency than just watch. And I don't know I don't know if there is some research that indicated this point, but it's just a little tiny part, but I guess it exists. Yeah, it's a very long answer, a little bit hard to explain. But I don't know if you guys understand at this point.
I understand.
But I think it's like the short answer is the viability of this material is in some way is teaching somebody to how to do this thing. In the end of the day, it's all about money, right? Because why in the world are you make a documentary about a tragedy? It's for money. At the end of the down deep, it's about the money, right? Every time.
Yeah, you paid a lot of money to search and to know about it, but you gain a lot of money too, because it's so
Yeah, much more.
rentable thing. It's a rentable thing. Like I buy books and I see it's not like it's a pricey book. It's really pricey, and have some books I never see it in Brazil, so it's really hard to deal with that because some persons didn't see like okay, this is a documentary to know that some persons, as Jan said, use it this like a manual to do again, like a copy of that. So it's humans. It's so deep. And Ricardo, what do you think?
Uh, I don't know. I watched a series called the Pacto Brutal. It's about the Daniela, no, Daniela Perez, yeah,
Daniela Perez. Yes.
and uh the the mother, Daniela's mother, tell about it's necessary to remove the mm, I forgot the name of the lápide. The people steal things on from lápide, né? So uh, the 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 mother, Daniela's mother, let how do you say? Because the Daniela was a dancer, is a bailarine. So in this case, she put a shoe, ballerina shoes. I don't know. I don't know how to say in English. And the people steal and the other things too. So it's hard to understand some situations. And one of the people tell about uh oh uh, uh this girl killed uh, her parents and go out. Uh, that's weird, yeah. But sometimes I think that it's necessary to do something about it because unfortunately our law is not so good. So in this case, doesn't matter. This kind of guys go out will go out of the prison someday. Sometimes it's not so long the period, and sometimes it's 10 years. So certainly go out on the Mother's Day is not correct. Particular, the problem is not a saidinha, in my opinion. The problem is, it's not possible to give this kind of benefit for all kind of crimes. So the cruel crime is not possible to allow this guy receive this kind of benefit.
And have some persons who never come
Yeah.
back.
I believe that it's necessary to change all the rules, all the laws about crimes and other things. But our law code come from to 30s age. So in this case, I believe that's so in the next days, the next near from today, certainly these laws don't change. So in this case, it's necessary to try to do what's possible. So it's better if you change all the rules, but our politicians, I believe that don't do this thing so fast. So so in this case, I don't know, create more reasons or let the conditions better. That's sometimes it's not so good. The people complain a lot because of that. But
Yeah,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I believe that's
not sure
uh,
too.
between do something or not. Maybe it's better do something.
Yeah, it's better
Yeah.
do something. I have a lot of complaints about Brazilians' laws. But anyway, I hope someday some laws exist and other not exist anymore. But anyway, this is another topic I bring, okay, for the future. And guys, thank you for this moment. It's 1 hour, passed so fast. And I'm so sorry if you don't answer some question you want to answer. But if you want to, the second part I bring, okay? I hope all have a wonderful day, okay? Thank you for this moment.